How you guys doing today? This wonderful Tuesday evening. You guys behaving yourself? Had a good day? I had a good one. It was a day. I finally got to catch up on that sleep I left out on from Sunday, which is why yesterday was a little bit of a shorter one. I mean I did have other shit to do, but I think it was just creeping up on me, you feel me? Yeah. Let's see. Anything happening in the news today? Or recently, I should say. Nothing, nothing that I saw that was, that I can kind of keep lighthearted and fun. You know what I mean? Lindsey Graham's passing, but I'm not trying to, like, okay, what do you, I wasn't a fan of him, but it's one of those things like, what a shame. It was funny as hell that they just kind of gave his office to his fucking daughter instead of having an election. I'm like, oh, that's cool. All right. That was like, yeah, okay, that's the only thing I can really think of to say about that. Oh God, life is funny. Life is funny and it's circular. Let's see. What do I have open? Porn. No. Ba-da-ba. Eh, okay, so yeah, there's nothing going on. So, but I think it would be a good idea to get into Kingdoms of Amalur. Let me just kind of pull up the. There we go. There's my guy. Yep. Last time we left off, I killed some spiders, and that was it. No, I'm good. But I kind of got lost a little bit between like, oh yeah, from one because I was leaving one set of missions, and I just kind of waltzed into this one without much forethought because I didn't realize it was like a tunnel and not so much kind of a cave to get some shit. I think I was looking for Till's books. Uh, let's see. What do we got? Oh, Border Sentinels. Castle Yolvin. Basically, I was damn near here. Oh, the Crossbows. I forgot about that. You know what? I'll go to Castle Yolvin. I'm gonna go see what happened to that girl's parents. Unless I see something. Yay! Trident's Challenge. Ooh, I don't like this. Ooh, okay. Oh, oh, god damn it. Okay, let me switch up my weapon. These Omni Blades aren't going to be enough. Daggers of Omen? Actually, maybe. How's that? Actually, that might be my best bet. Okay. Come on. Oh, ah, there we go. Look at that. What do we got? That's it. God damn it. All that fuss and you're just a goddamn. Oh, not these steps. But. Wait, can I go up these steps? No. Ah, okay. So basically, I'm at a good level here. I'm gonna go another persuasion. Let's see. Party Constitution. And yeah, I'm gonna go all out with the fucking archery shit just because like I get the most use out of it for like long distance shit. Uh, where did it? Oh, okay. Let's see. Melee attack, and with that one, it's range damage and resistance while dodging. Yeah, this kind of still my best bet. So like to jump. How do I get up it? I'm sure there's like a fucking. Oh, oh, that's how I get into Castle Yolden through the fucking basement. What? Uh, and, let's see. Cutting the threads.
This is Yorvan, proud and mighty, shaped and
Mhm.
hewn by Fae of old. If you
Yeah.
hear us, then we are sleeping still. But be strong of heart, new one. Our powers are old, but our triumphs are eternal. We have brought peace to the webwood and the forests of
Mm.
summer.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see what's putting these fucking elves to sleep. You know, especially if they were the ones bringing peace and the reason why these fucking spiders are about.
Corruption and decay and filth were grown, were
I don't.
spread like sickness from the fens and dells of this place. They
Mhm.
were led not by a beast, not by a fell one,
I
but
don't.
by her, the one who walks alone, the mother of 100,000 spiders. She
Oh,
is a queen of web and poison. She calls herself the Widow.
Oh, that's what I'm dealing with. Okay. God damn. Oh. Oh, god damn, I'm an idiot. Alright, I got some fucking coin out of there. Oh, ah. Alright, time to channel The Legend of Zelda and break some pots. Uh, okay, might be one of those travel with me out to get me out. Thing. Oh, god damn it. Let's fucking die. Doomed to approach me. Let's see. That. Huh. Anything here? Yeah. Yeah. You'll have pro gloves, gold, and white plate. Much sure, but I don't think it was much for anything for me. But it must be on the other side of the wall. Huh. I could deal with it, I guess. Oh, wait, can I burn that shit? Switch. Inventory, weapons, binary. No, no. That's not how they want that to be dealt with. Sometimes you get like, you're like, hey, you're a smart little person, little furry. Hey, buddy. You know what's cringe? Not puppies.
The canopy stretched far and blocked the light of summer. But we pressed on and forward to Cathras, to the widow's den. We were but weak when we arrived, but she was weaker still, her children having died before our march. To Ashara we commended her, and then we felt the call of winter, and so some turned to sleep, and I kept watch.
Huh. Okay. Oh, I kind of went in a circle there. Okay. Kill them. No one survives an encounter with me. Down. Nine. Oh, fuck. I was running, God, what's that plant? Boom! And then it bit the fuck out of me. Got him. What are you doing? Steel Feyblades? It's Beyblades! Beyblades! What a rip. Oh man. Do you kids even know about Beyblades? Or even the version that I'm talking about, I'm referencing right now. Because, yeah, how is a relay? Alright.
Some colder wind of winter blows then, we have seen.
Hmm.
Summer does not return our brothers, our clans to us. What will
Hmm.
happen to the vigil I keep? Winter
Oh, that's a good
already
question.
calls me, and no relief is in sight.
Oh boy. Alright, this is the last story. Let's see what
The
you got
widow
for us.
walks. I can feel the heart of the webwood pulsing with her anger. Her spiders are at the gates. We never thought this day would come. The widow walks. The widow walks.
Oh boy. Oh. Oh god damn it. Is that what the okay. Uh time to take the long way back. I just realized you just took a very, very long detour for nothing. If I run fast enough, people won't realize that I'm a fucking idiot. Oh man, I came a long ass way. I should have known better.
Is that someone tripping about my web? And I thought my fun was over.
Okay, let me switch up my weapons. I have a feeling she's not gonna let me be that slow. Alright, let's see what we got. Minor experience boost. You'll. Oh. Wait. Is it. Okay, so wait, did she have to, like. Okay, I kind of had to go there in order to. Oh, that was dumb. That was such a fucking waste. Okay. I'm like, oh, am I gonna be fighting her? Okay, I kind of go up here. Okay, and then I kind of go. Okay. I guess it's one of those days where you have to find a specific cooking club in order for yeah, for things to progress. Completely lost my words. Now the audience will think I'm a fool, but I can't let that happen. Otherwise, why would they follow? Now it just be madness. Huh. Oh, I don't remember this at all. Oh, she opened it for me. Before I fight. All these goddamn corpses and shit. I know I'm gonna have to kill you. I mean, that's a given. I mean, you're the spider. You're the widow. All right. All right. What do we got? 66, 72. Okay, that's about where I want it. 21. All right. Well, that's 7. Oh, 13.
Another
Alright, what's
stirs
up?
in Yolvin? But it is only a wretched mortal from that doomed town, no doubt. I'm sure my Catherine's
No
brood
doubt.
would love feeding on one as strong as you. The last of Yolvin is dead. Your little town is next. Tell them the widow has returned, and she is claiming what was once hers.
God damn it. God damn it. Okay. Fuck you. Okay. God damn it. Got it. They're all dead, you. Oh, that's right. She went to the fucking city. Alright, let's see what we got. It's a good chance to get my level up. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you all. Okay. Frostbite. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, just stop. Yes, stop giving me your fucking... I've been using these powers for a while. Stop giving me pointers. I don't remember this being in this thing. I don't remember it giving me like pointers this well into the game for like, oh, remember, you can use the shield. Like, I've been using the shield, you asshole. Like, yeah, you dick. I've been using. Remember, guys, use your math. I'll fucking kill you. Got him. I killed them all. Oh, this one dropped something. Okay, that's actually what I would need. What do you got? Elm buckler. Come on, I'm trying to kill your mother. Yes, you fucking get that. Okay, how do I gotta look up to see if I can turn off hints. This is starting to get really fucking annoying. Okay, status on options, gameplay audio, HUD scaling, tutorials off. I was about to say like at that point I'm just like, okay, this is it's getting ridiculous. It's like giving me hints like for shit that I've been doing. Gotta beat the Spider Queen. I just realized I could have called, like eight-legged freaks or some shit. I was struggling to come up with a title for this stream, and I'm like, all I know is I must kill. I'll go with that one, I guess. Sometimes you don't know what you got for it. Oh, oh, Garner, not him. Oh, yeah, I'm trying.
By the seas, you sure took the long route to Castle Yolvin. Now tell me, have you found their secret? Can you stop the spider? I didn't want to think the stories were true, but I've
Hmm.
seen her hand in this since it began. It's only a matter of hours before Kennerock is destroyed. But Cathrus is deep within the webwood. I
Hmm.
wouldn't be surprised if the Hollow is where she... I had hoped for an army to assist Kennerock.
Hmm.
You're all I have. Don't know if it's fair to help the survivors.
That's a good idea, man. Just do what you can. Tell them to stay inside. Other remains. Other remains. Catharus. Let me look up missions. Wait, hold on. Oh, go to Catholic. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Guess I'm going this way. I thought I was gonna fight her in town or some shit. Yay. Ah, nothing. Okay, I was gonna say like, I could probably fix that. No, 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 go back to where I came. Probably see I'm kind of going down. Ooh, wooden daggers. Oh, wait, I could have fucking. Oh, well. Let's see. Oh, alright. There I go. Then I can. Oh, I can kind of activate this.
The embrace of Webwood never ends. It grips you with a strength of passion, a gentle
Oh,
stillness, a quiet moment. Sleep in this cradle of a balmy, secret place.
I like your white magic man. The way that light hit, I'm like, wait, why can't I get that item? I'm liking on it. Oh, oh, yeah. Ah, the remains. Oh, that's not anything yet. Alright, I guess it's better than nothing. God damn it. God. Ooh, second class. Alright, let's do this. Oh boy. Before I fight her, let me get a drink of water. Let me get my water. All right. Let's see what
The
she's got to
mortal
say.
from Castle Yulvin. How vexing is it that you escaped? Your stubbornness is yet another irritation from you mortals. But it is the way of
Yep.
my kind to endure. It is not a quality we share. The
Oh
bulk
no.
of my hoard lies within, and I am
Hmm.
eager that you might face it. But I am not reliant
Okay.
upon my spiders, nor am I unreasonable. I can see you are brutal in your own form. I
Mm-hmm.
offer amnesty in exchange for the lives of Kenarok.
Oh really? I'll wipe them off the map.
Oh, I had believed for a moment that you had some potential. Oh well, I lack the sympathy to kill you personally. You shall
Oh.
feed my guardian spiders after all. While they draw breath, none shall approach me. These wolves obey
Okay.
my wishes. These spiders' lives are mine. Your way to me will be barred by root and fang.
Okay. Kill the guardian spiders. Spiders. All right. Let's do this. I'm not trying to be here longer than I have to. God, I've been facing these fuck. I really should call this like eight-legged freaks. Just for the reference. Instead, I went for the amnesia approach. God damn it. Oh, they die. You will join them and die screaming. Okay, that didn't really. Hmm. Alright. Oh. If it's not one thing, it's another. Oh, I gotta do their whole rigmarole thing. Okay. You must answer my riddles 3. Oh. Oh. Got it. Okay, it's basically just calm down and just. Basically, it is just calm down and you'll be fine. God damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Ooh. I'm getting some nice caucuses. Oh. Die. God fucking damn it. I'm using more health potion with these guys than ever. I'm pretty sure I came here underpowered, and that's my own damn fault. But that's not how I'll phrase it. I'll just say it's bullshit. It's everyone else's problem, mine. And they will whisper in my ear. Good. Oh. The fact that word. Oh. Oh, look at this wide area. I wonder what's gonna happen. Fuck you, I'm not letting this happen. Alright. Let's see. What do we got? Why won't they? Oh, God. I gotta keep switching back and forth and give them mind. Because these are very weak blades, but god damn it. I'm not gonna if I'm gonna let that keep me from some fucking loot. Hmm. God damn, how far is... I just feel like, okay, I just feel like I'm being led in circles right now. Good lord. Alright. You don't get any fucking trophies for moaning. Except in the moaning contests. But that's different. I knew it. Finally. Uh, they didn't even touch me. Look at that. Your spider army's going down, lady. Fuck you. Ooh, I leveled up. Oh, should I go stealth? Negative 5% range for NPC in stealth, increases duration. I kind of already have that. Ooh, this is all good. I'm gonna do more detect hidden. It's just useful. Upgrade, that's a max. Assassin's cards. Oh, sneak attack. How does this work? Yeah. I'm just becoming brawnier and brawn. Now I ain't now they don't got shit on me at a bow. And I'm gonna be able to start taking hits like never before. I'm just making up lore as I go. I'm sorry. That wasn't the real lore. Oh, I see some bullshit in front of me. What's this bitch? I'll talk to her last.
And here you are yet again. I must say your hunger is great, unlike the Fae I slaughtered at Castle Yulvin. Now come, let us test ourselves against each other. I do not fear being cut down. I will rise again
Oh, really?
in time, unlike you.
No. Oh shit. Fuck you. Oh my god. Oh, she's giving him life. Okay, I gotta kill it. You gotta die. Oh, come on. Fuck you. Okay. Good lord. There's a lot of dead ass fighters, but okay. I love how you're like, I'm like you, I'll keep coming back. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of why I fucking saved up this whole thing for you. Because you know, I took you from the fucking cycle or whatever. Good times. Whew, excuse me. Okay. What are they? I'm doing okay. This one. Just keep running, Forrest. Run through the forest, Forrest. Oh, got lost like in Yuri. The silken. Alright, let's see what we.
We're alive. You've done it. We owe you our
Mm-hmm.
lives and our livelihood. If not, we'd be food for spiders, and the widow would be dancing on our remains. There is not enough gold to show our gratefulness. But this is what we can give. Take it, with our thanks.
No problem.
Well.
Oh, that's right. There's no sagecraft here. Okay, well, I can at least sell what I can sell.
Is something wrong?
You? I was wrong about you.
Mm-hmm.
It had been so long. You have my thanks. All of our thanks, I'm sure. I've work to do.
Oh.
I'm sorry for being hysterical with you earlier. I
Mm-hmm.
lost a husband to those monsters before you
No,
arrived,
that's fine.
and I was sure to lose my son. But you've saved us, Billis and
Mm-hmm.
I thank you for that, and wish I had something for your trouble. I'll give you all I can.
Don't worry, I just plan to sell for you. Yeah, a scepter, great sword. The apprentice longsword, the steel hammer, the oh. You healer. I guess I can get rid of this bird's lobster. The withering daggers. Interesting. Fine carcass. Linen robes. Okay. The leggings of lightning diversion. Princess Alice. Fine chain. Fine help. Fine old buckaroo. Oh. Interesting. Basically, it's just like, okay, what's worth keeping, what's not. What is this? Gold drops and screens going through. Okay, what kind of bar treatments? Let's see what you have. 18 gold drops. Mining dispelling.
Widows spare you.
Yeah.
Yes, stranger?
Look at this. Now we can go home. Okay, I'm like, this whole time I've been, okay, so this whole time I've been playing this game, like, oh, that little whistle sounds very familiar. And I just haven't been able to put my finger on it and I didn't think much of it. I, it reminds me a lot of Bully. That very beginning when you're about to start, and then it kind of goes into the whistle, but that little ringing, the way it starts, I think they borrowed that from Bully. Okay, contract. Oh, the daggers. Jade cables.
Come for January, what's needed?
Ooh. Alright, let's go. Yeah. Can I fast travel? Nah. Sometimes, you never know unless you ask, unless you try. Like, wait, I hate it when that happens. Like, I feel so stupid. Like, I'm glad to find it, but then I feel so fucking stupid when I'm like, oh, I didn't have to do this the whole time. But, usually it serves me well, especially when I gotta, like, level up and all that fun happy horse shit. I don't want it. I thought the kobolds or whatever those fucking little fish lizards were gonna fucking pop out of the ground right now. Okay. Well, now I gotta go this way. Might as well. Oh, the pole guards. Now I remember them. Okay. What, do they think they have my number? They think they're gonna be the ones that kill me? Nah, son. Nah, gang. I'm that gang. Again. Shoot. Oh. Luminositas? Oh, good lord. Okay. Okay, I was about to say, like, let it go down. Jeez. Luminosity. I'm so glad my advice about the sap was of use. You flatter me, though. The idea of politics was yours to begin with. I hope you have not waited to share it with Astrid. Astrid. I know that name. Um, you may be right that I bring order, but I hope I do not lie in my reassurance. Death itself is a part of Mithra's order, and fate is his plan, yet unrealized. Brother Fallon. there's anything else for me to get in there, I guess I'll get it later on. Oh, she's just... There's a murderer's hold. Yeah, hold on, hold on. I want to see some murders.
Just what do you think you're
Yeah.
doing poking around this jail?
Nothing. Wait, is it just on the semi? Oh, okay. Let's see what's in the murderer's hold.
Better in here than down with plague, I say.
You say a lot of things. I understand. Let's see.
If I had my loot, I'd play you a song. If I had a drink, I'd begin a tale.
I mean, yeah, I guess that is how it works. Man, why should it be crazy?
You there! Halt!
I will pay the fine.
Catch you making trouble again.
Good day.
What's that? Is there anything in here?
There are bandits out there, despite the plague.
Oh. I thought I just sent all these guys to die. Which, you know. If only someone could have done something. God, whoever could have foreseen these circumstances.
Step carefully in the forest.
I see. Yeah.
Boggers have gone. Thank the Father.
Yep, that was on me. Withering daggers. Eh, let's go to the
What do you want?
nothing. Good Lord.
The boggarts have gone.
Yes, they are.
Anyone who's able serves them.
The waters of Loch Dyden.
Perfect. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Hmm. Give it some. Let's see. The rigid gem. Let's make one utility. Poison. And cloudy. Crusaders. And okay. 1 fire. 1 cloud. Alright. Is that all of them? Alright. And you want to put some armor? Cool.
We'd normally be better stocked, but with the blood plague, well.
Yeah, I know. Alright, look. Hell. Minerals. Now let's see what she has as far as the regular divided necklace. No.
Come back anytime.
Of course. Ah,
Don't mind me. I'm soft on those old songs of heroes and...
hey. Great sword. Here's carcass. Or caucus. I keep mispronouncing words and everyone's probably looking at me like, eh, you got something to tell us?
Ladies, good then.
Elemental. Oh yeah. The elemental or physical resistance. Activity. So no. What? 0.1 person. Ooh, actually, look at that. The shielded gem and the soothing gem. Let me. Oh, I mean, let me just save the game. I'm not really ready to call it quit yet. However, I will. Let's switch over. Let's watch a video. I'm trying to remember who it was that uploaded. Let me just switch my fella, my fella, my fella, my fella, my. I forgot who it was that where their way of trying to, not say the N word was this way. Like, oh yeah, my fella. I'm like, okay. I mean, it was funny to me. I forgot who it was, like off the top of my head, but that's in big in me. Yes, wonderful. No commentary yet. However, not great. Like I said, let me see what we got. Smelling. Oh, this is definitely safe for later. Hold on. That's safe for me, not for. I ain't about to watch 42-second VTuber clip with y'all. Fuck you. Let's see. Let's see. What are we?
Yeah, you're gonna need to step up because you're small.
Wait, what? Uh, not what I was
Yeah,
trying to.
you're gonna.
What the fuck? Oh, I'm stupid. I was like, it doesn't usually play the list right away. I'm like, oh wait, I kind of got. I forgot to do something kind of important. Grr. I mean, I'm probably just gonna watch one or two videos if anything. But let's see what we. Ah, blah, 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 blah. All right, that should basically just sounds super. Like again, just like if I even watch both of them, but I just kind of want to. Give me 1 second. Where you doing? All right, there we go. All right. All right. There we go. Okay. So it's been a little while, but I kind of wanted to watch this. It is Matt McMuscles in his What Happened series, and he's gonna be talking about THQ, a company that I've definitely played a lot of their games, and a lot more that I haven't, but I played a lot of their games because I was actually a big fan of the Saints Row games. Later, actually, I didn't play them when they came out. I can't think of all their time. I played SpongeBob, but it's a lot. Everyone knows about that fucking game at this point. Before we start, let me use the restroom. I'll be right back. We're here. We're loud. We're angry. What the fuck was that? God, I hate this laptop. Sometimes you just hear things connect and disconnect on your fucking own. Okay, y'all ready? Please support the original video. Don't just, but also support me. Why? Because I'm a selfish man and I want that support. Anyway, let's get on with it. This is Matt McMuscles. It's the other skeleton boy.
Welcome back to another fact compiling and chapter 11 filing episode of What Happened, the YouTube style pop culture media show that searches under the bubbly sea and on the mean streets for the most compelling stories of video game related hijinks. And there's few stories more fascinating than that of the rise and very sudden fall of THQ, the seminal kids-focused publisher who, throughout the 2000s, filled many a bargain bin in many a GameStop with many of their unsold wares. Now, the tale of a company once valued at over $2 billion being reduced to a fraction of that in a few short years couldn't have just had one root cause or problem. Oh no! You very much needed a ton of different people at the top making an equal ton of bad decisions all at the same time, along with a good ol' helping of very poor timing and changing markets that they failed to adapt to. So grab as much Nickelodeon slash Disney slop as you can as I answer the question, what happened to THQ?
I'd make myself a snack, but there's no time!
Now, while the THQ we were most familiar with has been put to bed over a decade ago, and the company currently wearing its skin is a very different entity, which I'll touch on later, it can't be denied that the THQ of old was a big part of all our childhoods. Whether you were grinding away in Quest 64, blowing everything up in red fat.
I didn't really. I was just playing that the other day. Yeah, I didn't realize there were Quest 64. Okay, that's. And I forgot they did Red Faction. Uh, like I said last time, it's a fun game. I do like it. I forgot how rough the shooting is. Or maybe it was always rough and it was just like, oh, okay, where it just doesn't adapt it to me. Like, I don't know, what can I say? Like I said, you move the joystick a little bit and suddenly the fucking curse, it's everywhere. It's like across the map. It's very funny.
Action or playing WCW versus NWO hoods.
What?
Whether you are grinding away in Quest 64, blowing everything up in Red Faction, or playing WCW versus NWO Revenge into the wee hours of the night, you are ready to wake up the next morning and do it all over again. But to pull that off nowadays, well, you need a good night's sleep, and that's where Titan Mattresses has you covered.
God, here you go.
Personally, I love catching some
Okay, let him
Z's,
tell.
and Titan has proven to be the mattress for everybody. What with their blend of high-quality foam and heavy-duty coils, their mattresses offer the lift and durability you deserve for a great night's rest. And if you happen to be in the US, they ship absolutely for free from their Arizona-based factory. If your sleep hasn't been up to snuff, then yes, it's time to upgrade to Titan, which I myself did over a year ago and have been enjoying every single night thanks to its fantastic cooling technology, which I really need, because whenever I go back to play THQ Real Graps, I get sweaty, okay? So I went with the Titan Plus Luxe for its medium firmness level and a cloud-like pillow top, because that's what Big Papa Pump would do as well. But if you're hesitant for any reason, you can rest easier with Titan's 120-night sleep trial that comes with a limited lifetime warranty, just in case you're not completely satisfied by the end of those 120 nights. So, if you're interested in upgrading your sleep, check out TitanMattress.com by hitting the link in the description, the pinned comment, or scan the QR code on your screen to get 30% off with the code McMuscles on your order today. Thanks again to Titan for sponsoring today's video, and now that I'm fully rested, let's discuss what went down with THQ. THQ, or Toy Headquarters, ironically started as a toy company in Agora Hills, California in the magical year known as 1990. Founded by one Brian Farrell, a well-liked fatherly figure to pretty much everyone that worked under him, THQ then added video games to their product line because they were getting pretty hot with the advent of 16-bit machines. So much so that they just dropped the whole toy-making thing within just a year or two. It should be noted, however, especially for fans of this channel, that THQ didn't exactly get off on the right foot in the video game space, developing the likes of James Bond Jr., various Home Alone games that weren't worth melting with a blowtorch, and possibly, and most infamously of all, the SNES version of Pit Fighter. As the 90s wore on, though, THQ eventually started snapping up licenses people actually wanted to play video game adaptations of, such as Ren and Stimpy, Japanese-made wrestling games, and the occasional Disney property. Other licenses then came, like Rugrats, Scooby-Doo, Power Rangers, and many, many others, to the point where they could barely keep up with the demand, releasing dozens of offerings throughout the year. This fervent desire for more and more kid-focused content was noticed by Brian Farrell, who felt that with the rise of the Cartoon Network along with Nickelodeon and Disney programming, that there would be no shortage of things to adapt and then sell. Because we all know what happens with the gravy train, it never ever stops. I mean, sure,
I understand the vision, like from a business point of view, where and I have no idea how the original toy business model, like whether they were doing well there or not. But if they dropped it within a year, I guess they weren't doing too hot. It just okay. I see the vision. Well, let's see.
Licenses cost a pretty.
I think the best thing would have been slowly integrate original games, I suppose. Just like kind of work that muscle to see like, okay, in case again for a changing market, that that would be their best bet, just to have something in the pot.
penny, but that money would be saved elsewhere during the actual development, as smaller, cheaper studios would then be contracted to make them, and with unmovable release dates already set in stone. Quality of the actual game be damned. This kept building and building through the early and mid 2000s, with the company occasionally diversifying with 2 to 3 multi-million selling wrestling products per year and rarer mature rated titles like your Red Factions, your Evil Dead.
I was about to say the Punisher. I played a lot of that. I've always wanted to play Fistful of Boomstick. I have no idea how to control today, but
Deads or your grim peeks into the 41st century. Speaking of peaks, THQ very much did in 2007, where they released 4 to 10 video games per month.
I'm sorry, they released the Stalker games? I'm looking at some of these games. Hold up. Wait, let's see. Are you smarter than the fifth grader? Avatar, Disney Cars, Ratatouille. Let's ride. Friends Forever. Nicktoons, Brats Forever, SpongeBob.
Of peaks, THQ very much did.
Stompman Ignition, that was them too. Okay, that's interesting. Again, it's a game I never played. I just okay, that was that.
In 2007, where they released 4 to 10 video games per month.
Let's see. Let's talk here. Okay, so I
100% owned 15.
Full Spectrum Warrior. Okay, I think I rented that game. That. Yeah. Well, okay, so they put out some Warhammer games. And the were
different development studios and employed several thousand workers. So
okay, they also put out a racing game called Juiced. I saw that, and again that was another rental one for me. Yeah, okay, so they put out a lot of crap in between. Yeah, that was pretty good. Games that was okay.
After the very profitable year that was 2007, it was then logically followed up by 2008 and the global financial crisis. This hit the world and the video game industry pretty hard, with everyone's stonks taking a shellacking, but eventually competitors like EA, Activision, and Nintendo all bounced back, with their stonks returning to whatever normal levels subhumans in suits deemed they should be. Curiously, though, THQ was not among them, as their financials steadily started to slide with no light at the end of the tunnel. Why, you ask? Well, that's because in the years following the financial crisis, children, or more accurately their parents, looked to save money by opting not to purchase a $60 Cars or Marvel Superhero Squad title, and instead put their ragamuffins in front of a tablet or phone with a mindless but free touch-based title of little depth. Hell, I mean, they didn't care, they're kids. They're stupid. So, seemingly overnight, the market for licensed games, and specifically licensed games aimed at children, began to shrink and shrink and shrink. That's bad enough for a company that specialized in such markets, but was made even worse by the contracts typified by Brian Farrell's business strategy. He favored long, multi-game deals that would include the initial adaptation of the first movie or TV show, its already planned sequels/seasons, and then various spin-offs in between. So even when THQ could see these titles were no longer flying off the shelves, they were still contractually obligated to make more, losing additional money each and every time because, again, some of these licenses weren't cheap.
Oh my god. Okay. Now things are coming together. Now it's coming together and why it was such a shit show. Contractually obligated from again, it makes sense at the time to be like, oh yeah, we're dying to put these out. But once it's not working, you can't turn the wheel because you're locked in. Damn. Okay, okay.
and they no longer sold enough to balance out those costs. Brian Farrell was then at a crossroads with a damned if you do and damned if you don't style choice. If they wanted to turn THQ around and continue to exist, they would need to either fully embrace the mobile market or go all in on developing their original IPs in addition to creating new ones. And of course, in typical what happened fashion, they chose to fully commit to neither. In the Polygon article, The Fall of THQ, several unnamed former employees revealed that pivoting to the mobile market simply wasn't viable, as they weren't set up to develop tiny games that back then were made by 2 to 4 people, when each of their studios employed hundreds. Of course, pushing their more Xbox 360 and PS3 centric IPs like Saints Row or 50 Cent blowing up an entire country was something they could do. Brian
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Farrell didn't want to give up on the E for everyone market, as
uh, again, it's like I guess he thought they were gonna come back, but still, that's just so unfortunate.
he felt that mobile gaming was more or less a fad, and that the kids would once again return to the rainbows and unicorns of THQ gaming goodness.
It's funny at the time. You can understand why someone would think it's a fad, or just like, okay, they're just quick and disposable. While that option's always there, the they're gonna come back. You think that I can understand that line of thinking, but yeah, it would it makes more sense though to at least for that time being just to keep making original shit because you're also just not splitting the profits and you can actually adjust uh expectations a lot easier instead of having to be locked in on contracts the way he was at when that brought him to that crossroads in the first place. So
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
What Farrell eventually decided to do was go with the moderate approach, splitting the company into 2 divisions, with one focusing on core games and one continuing into the endlessly swirling black hole that was the licensed kids market. Now, while many saw this as a reasonable move, especially early on, complications soon started to crop up. Not from outside the company, mind you, but rather within it. Danny Bilson, formerly of Electronic Arts, where he worked on such franchises as Medal of Honor, was primarily hired at this point to oversee this new core games division. But early on, he was also
but it would also make more. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about this like logistic. Like, you don't necessarily even have to make adult games. It could be the rated E for everyone games. Just make them consoles. Like, it didn't have to be like you could shoot for the Nintendo crowd. That's why would he do this? Okay.
also given a considerable amount of power across all their in-development titles, and he didn't waste any time in using it. That same Polygon article spoke to several former employees who observed Bilson ordering significant design changes to several games to increase their playability and appeal, which would then logically cause them to be delayed or go over budget. The intent here was to space out releases a little more and to give studios additional time to make higher quality experiences than THQ normally provided. This strategy was at odds with how things had been done before, but many within the company, especially in the core games division, felt Bilson was on the right track. This was also bolstered by his mandate that whenever a hot new AAA game came from one of their competitors, THQ employees should play a significant amount of them so they would know what they were up against and to stay informed on where trends were headed. This was a company policy that Brian Farrell personally didn't vibe with, putting very little time into each game before quitting and focusing on other business things. Despite the changes Bilson made, fundamentally, he felt that THQ was still rooted in a 90s and early 2000s mentality, which also affected how everything was set up and organized. When he spoke to Polygon for the fall of THQ, he explained how running the core games division was a challenge because outside of Volition, the vast majority of their wholly owned development houses only had experience working on licensed titles rather than all original ones.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was bringing up, where it's hard to course correct when what it seems like is the company, not atmosphere, like the company culture that they have going on. That kind of thing just resists change so much, and they should have made adjustments earlier, at least, or not even that, just not gone halfway. That's the whole thing.
Things were then made even more difficult when the senior management above Bilson decided to close 5 of said studios in a cost-cutting measure, which meant he would need to find fresh concepts and pitches elsewhere. Thankfully, he made some headway in that area by picking up projects like Darksiders, Evolve, and Devil's Third.
Oh, that is such a shame. Devil's Third. Darksiders, that's a cult classic. I don't know how well it actually did sales wise. Evolve, it had a lot of potential, I just don't think it reached where, it was supposed to go. Devil's Third is Devil's Third.
All of which I've covered in their own dedicated episodes, which should give you some indication on how they impacted THQ's bottom line and its chances for survival. The other problem with core games was previously THQ had never spent more than $10 million developing a single title, and that included the marketing. But if they truly wanted to make competitive AAA games, especially on 7th generation machines, they would need to spend more on development, like a lot more, and that was obviously a change they never really got the hang of. This then developed into an internal schism between both divisions, with the licensed kids half bitter that the majority of funding was going to the core division, with the core division likewise viewing them as a waste of resources and manpower. It's here where Brian Farrell surrounded himself with like-minded executives like Martin Good, whom he chose to directly run the kids division, leaving it to him to argue over another big contention between both divisions, which was the almighty release date. According to Dave Davis, another manager on the core division side, via that Polygon article, he and
there was an internal split at that company. Like, okay. By making it two halves, you just made factionalism, like factions basically, and that is damn near death sentence for a company's survival, especially in the long term. To make, again, have a unified front, it's just not, and even if it does survive, like, by some, whatever reason, like these companies survive for all types of reasons. It's just gonna have a poor reputation, especially by people that leave and come back. Where it's just not gonna have that good. It's not gonna be good. I'll say that.
Bilson were constantly fighting with THQ's upper management on ship dates, which were usually adhered to by the kids division, but not so much the core one. That model, that mentality, it doesn't work. I mean, you look at the top grossing titles, the most highly regarded titles, and they shipped when they were great. And I don't mean endless development, because that's a recipe for disaster as well, but in the natural course of development, you look at a date you're targeting, and at a certain point in development, you get a very good sense of what it will take to make this game complete at the highest level. But things only got worse from there, as these two styles of game development were constantly clashing, and Brian Farrell really couldn't do much about it. I mean, he unleashed this inter-company war, and wasn't really prepared on how to handle it if it went sideways. And on top of that, both sides committed their own independent blunders. So first, representing Team Core, we have the timeline that knows only war, Warhammer 40k Dark Millennium. This was a Bilson brainchild, who, after seeing the mammoth success of World of Warcraft, felt that a long-term MMO that could constantly generate money would become the backbone of the core division, and they
honestly, that's not he's kind of ahead of well, not ahead, but for what would come years later, especially like the whole like not even monthly subscription, just
Didn't even need WoW's 10 million user player count either. Just 1 to 2 mil would be enough to keep it profitable. Many in the kids division, though, thought that this was a risky slash kind of insane move, as Dark Millennium started to rack up quite a huge development budget even early on. Now, in terms of it being risky, yeah, it was, as costs began to spin out of control, what with the amount of additional developers they would need to hire and the projected costs of server upkeep. Bilson realized mid-development it simply wouldn't break even, and thus Dark Millennium was banished to the perilous horrors of the warp, with millions having been wasted on a product that never came out.
Ooh, that sucks.
Of course, Team Kids had their own Dark Millennium with the infamous U-Draw tablet, a simple peripheral that came bundled with the...
This one's, I always hear in retrospect for like, as far as, downfall of THQs for one reason or another, it's the U tablet, U draw thing that always comes up.
Wii game U-Draw Studio, and also had compatibility with a few other later THQ titles. The kids division was hopeful that its similarity to other successful Wii peripherals would make it a hit, but what they weren't prepared for was just how much. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let me tell you. The first gen Wii version of the U-Draw tablet did well, really well, and because there was no specific license attached to it, THQ got to keep all the profits and charge a bit extra considering it was bundling a piece of plastic with the game. Interestingly enough, though, when it was initially greenlit for full development in 2008, it was actually Danny Bilson who gave the go-ahead when he had some more say earlier on. Now, the decision to then greenlight a second generation of the tablet for the Xbox 360 and PS3 falls entirely on Kids Division management. It's been stated that Bilson and others argued against this move, saying that the market simply wasn't there to support it, coupled with the fact that, at the time, Microsoft was heavily promoting the Xbox 360 to the mainstream via the always fun to crap on Kinect motion sensor. So for THQ to then suddenly charge $70 for a tablet at the exact same time as Microsoft was touting that the only controller you would ever need was your whole body, well, that was going to be counterproductive. And it was! This HD version of U-Draw was an unmitigated disaster, selling incredibly dismally, and because it cost more to manufacture and ship, unsold stock, of which there was plenty, stabbed THQ that much more at a time when they were already bleeding out. This massive bumble was more or less the wake-up call the company needed to make drastic changes. So after much hemming and hawing, Brian Farrell did just that by deciding to sunset the kids division and to fully embrace their core IPs and develop new ones. A sequel to Darksiders was put into production, a Volition project with Guillermo del Toro named
That's the one I've always been curious about, like what the fuck this game was supposed to be.
Insane, Assassin's Creed creator Patrice Désilets' 1666, which has only now just been resurrected, and even an ambitious co-op first-person shooter based on some upcoming Avengers movie, which would go on to kickstart some sort of cinematic universe. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Now, try to be shocked when I tell you none of these projects went to plan. Darksiders 2 was rushed to completion just as rumblings began that THQ were on the verge of bankruptcy, like they literally had no money left to finish that game, so many areas were left barren with various corners cut just to get it shipped. Devil's Third was also not completed by the time THQ announced they were winding down their business, and of course the untold millions spent on a AAA Avengers game which resulted in no game. This began going down in 2012, a year where a very last-minute move was made to save whatever they had left, and that last move was the hiring of Jason Rubin. For those not familiar, Ruben was one of the co-founders of Naughty Dog. For more on him, see my worst fighting game episode of Way of the Warrior. But his task here wasn't exactly to keep THQ afloat under its own power, but instead to gussy them up for prospective new owners. He would see what they had in development, streamline any problems he saw, and then try to sell everything to a private firm. And in this case, it was Clear Lake Capital Group, a Los Angeles-based company Ruben already had ties with. Of course, competing voices within THQ would only muddy the waters, so Brian Farrell let go of both Bilson and Davis, with Ruben now running the entire show. Now, as a reminder, THQ was once valued in 2007 at $2 billion, and by 2012, it had been reduced to $12 million. So when Clear Lake's offer of $60 million came in, many viewed it as a little bit of a lowball offer, specifically THQ's creditors, who are still owed lots of money. To better facilitate this deal, though, Jason and others felt filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy was the best, most logical move. But then a bankruptcy judge felt differently, citing various legal irregularities and determining that the sale to Clear Lake was not in the creditor's benefit, and thus sided with them. This essentially canceled the sale, which disappointed pretty much everyone, with many feeling that if it had gone through, that THQ, the old THQ at least, would still exist today. But instead, the presiding bankruptcy judge ordered that THQ sell all its individual assets, studios, and IPs separately to different buyers, and that's essentially where we are today. Some projects were resurrected under a few different publishers, many others were outright cancelled, while the majority fell to either Deep Silver or Nordic Games, with the latter adopting the THQ branding and were then later absorbed into the Embracer Group, one of the many villains of the current capitalist-infested wasteland we now all unfortunately find ourselves in. And not all of these surviving franchises have been, let's say, handled well by their new owners. In fact, most of them haven't, and I've covered several of them already in their own videos. And while it is a good thing that many of them did at least survive THQ's death, you can't help but think that if that sale had gone through and the original THQ management and teams that made said games were retained, things could be a lot better than they are today. What started as an innocent venture to provide adaptations of licensed properties to the kids that enjoyed them eventually collapsed into a gang of vultures picking a corpse apart. But that's the reality of the often changing and always tumultuous games industry. I hope you enjoyed this episode, everybody! Thanks again goes out.
Thanks for making us happy, Max. We love you. You'll always be my Flophouse favorite. Oh, stupid. Anyway, thank you for being here with me today. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys were able to, do your thing too. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I'm here to fucking game and go to sleep and game and go to sleep. Anyway, I'll see you guys around. Yeah, as I keep, uh, I got nothing there. I'll see you guys around later. And boop.